Hello, friends, and welcome to art class. Today, we're going to be drawing some dragons. All right. We all love drawing dragons, at least most of us. And if you don't, maybe you will by the end of this lesson, because it's pretty fun. I got to be honest with you. Drawing dragons is a lot of fun. There's a lot you can do with it. And it can be pretty easy. I mean, a dragon can be a really complex thing, or it can be very simple. So I'm going to show you kind of some simple ways to start drawing dragons, and then let you go crazy with your creativity, making all different types. So we're going to use shapes to design your own dragon. All right, so let's break that down. Using shapes, like you can see here, basic shapes first. That's going to help us figure out the different parts of the dragon. And then designing your own dragon. Okay, so I want this dragon to look like something new. I want you to put your own personal touch on this dragon. And when you're finished, you can add more details to your picture. Like this one, they have clouds and things like that. Or you can add more dragon friends, or just keep drawing a bunch of more dragons. All right. So I'm gonna aim my camera down here so you can see my drawing. Just be patient with me as I get this just right. Okay, that worked pretty well this time. Good. So I'll make my picture a little bigger here. I'll make it really big for now because we're just looking at this part over here. All right, over here. So I'm going to show you a basic form for a dragon here. All right, you kind of start with like, here it looks like they're starting with the mouth. All right, so I'm going to start with like a big V shape for the mouth that goes like that. And I want you to keep in mind, this is definitely not the only way to draw a dragon. You can draw it totally differently. This is not even like the right way to draw a dragon, because you know what's cool about dragons is they're totally made up. It's not even a real thing. They're kind of based on lizards, but I guess you could say a Komodo dragon is like a real life dragon. But generally, it's a made up thing. So don't let anybody tell you this is the way you're supposed to draw a dragon. You can draw it any way you want. It's like an imagination thing. So we start with a V shape for the mouth going sideways. And for you math people out there, that's almost like a greater than or less than symbol. Interesting. And then it looks like we draw a little bump above for the nose and a line that comes back, just like that. All right? And a little chin. Do not be stressed if it looks different than mine. Like I said, embrace it. Your dragon should look different than mine. And then we're going to draw kind of from here, kind of a big squiggly shape. Okay, you give it as many squiggles as you want. You can even do a different shape or going in different directions. It's up to you. And then we're going to start from the bottom here, and then we're going to follow that squiggly line, trying to keep your distance from it. And at the very end, we get closer and closer and make a little tippy tail. See that? Okay? Mine's not perfect. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just having fun. We're just learning. So that's the basic shape there. It looks like we're adding some arms and legs to this dragon. Some dragons have arms and legs. Some might not. Could be any way you want. I'm going to draw 2 lines like that, and then just 3 little spikes. We can keep it simple like that. Maybe as you do more and practice more, you can learn more complex ways to draw the hands and feet. But for now, simple is just fine. And then we add all the details, and this part's really up to you. On this picture, you can see they drew an eye that looks kind of like this. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna give my dragon big eyebrow, because like I think the most fun part is customizing your dragon, and I'm gonna give him like a little beady lizard eye. Cool. And sometimes they'll have like a horn or an ear. The one in our picture that we're copying has one like this. That's fine. That's pretty cool. We'll give him some teeth. It's good to kind of draw a belly sometimes. So you're just going to draw this little line that goes across the bottom, and you could draw little lines to show the belly. But you know, a dragon's belly doesn't have to look like that. Your dragon's belly could, you know, I read a book about a dragon called Smaug who lays on a pile of treasure and he guards his treasure, and he sits on his pile of treasure for so long that when he gets up, his belly is all covered in gemstones and gold, so that if you try to hit him with a sword, it's like natural armor for the dragon, except little pieces of gold and treasure fall out that you could pick up. Wow, how imaginative. See, that's what dragons are all about. So come up with some cool stories and cool things for your dragon. This part's kind of bothering me. It looks like this is his right arm that's on this side. I want to draw an arm that's on this side too. That looks a little better to me. And maybe I'll give him 2 legs. Okay, so already I'm going off of the how to draw a picture that's over here. That's what you should be doing, okay? So that's a basic form of a dragon. Let's look at wings. The dragon's wings I've found are often based on like kind of a bat type wing. And you can see some examples over here. I'll show you how I always do it. I draw up here and down like that shape. And then I kind of draw back like this, okay? And then from the middle, from the point, I draw 2 lines, okay? And then I'm going to start here and draw almost like this spider webby shape to connect it all. You see that? That's how I draw a dragon wing, and sometimes I'll put like a little spike, maybe spike over here, right? You can have fun with it like that. All right, so that's my basic shape for that dragon, but as you can see, these ones are even a little different, right? Like this one started kind of like ours with the mouth and then the neck, but then this one's got a big belly, right? You can give them a big belly and a weird curly tail, right? This one's like a C shape. This one's more like a dinosaur, like a T-Rex kind of shape. So feel free to shape your dragon differently. This one is just kind of a starting jumping off point. And I want you to customize it. So just use your imagination. You can have a fire dragon. You could have an ice dragon. You could have an electricity dragon. You could have a tree dragon. Anything. Use your imagination. Let your imagination go wild and come up with some cool special powers for your dragon and other cool things like that. All right, I'm going to draw a new dragon over here. And you can be drawing already, or you can wait till I'm done. But I'm going to just draw a new dragon. I'm going to make up my own dragon. All right, so you can see how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to talk about it too. But feel free to start drawing, or just wait till I'm done. So this dragon, I'm going to start with his head shape. So I'm going to start with like a shape like this, and then I'm drawing kind of a shape for his mouth. And I like to use my eraser a lot. All right, and basic shapes is what I do first. You can probably barely see that because it's just a sketch. So his body's going to go like that. And then he'll have like some wings going this way. I'm just mapping out where it's all going to be, okay? And then I'm going to give him like, instead of horns, I like to give my dragons sometimes like these little spikes that come back over their neck. Okay, so I've got the basic shapes, and I'm going to draw the details. Give him like a little eye ridge. Little dragon eye there, and he's going to have almost like a bird beak, okay? Because sometimes people give their dragons elements from other animals, which is pretty cool. So this is going to be kind of like a bird sort of themed feathery dragon, okay? So he will have legs that are like bird legs too, or she, I don't know. It doesn't matter what gender the dragon is. I think sometimes we tend to focus too much on boy or girl, or he or she, girl things, boy things. Is this a girl color or a boy color? I think that can be kind of silly. It doesn't really matter. You just like what you like. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. You just be you. And that's what my dragon is. My dragon's just my dragon. Okay. Give him little bird legs. That's fun. So like if you want to look at pictures of other animals, you can do that. Like, what if you made a frog dragon? What would that look like? I have no idea. And I'll give him 2 wings. I'll draw another wing over this way. And then the texture is a thing. Like, some dragons have scales. Like, you might want to draw little scales like this going down your dragon. Okay? Texture means like how it would feel. Like, obviously I can't really touch that, it's just paper, but you can tell it would have a scaly or bumpy texture. I'm giving this almost like the scales, but they're longer, so they kind of look like feathers. You see that? This is like a feathery texture. I'm kind of rushing a little bit because I don't want to take too much of your time. But yeah, he's got a feathery texture. That's pretty cool. And then I'll work on the wings a little bit. These wings will be a little bit different than the other ones. I'm going to make them like that feathery. Instead of that kind of bat type wing, I'm making the wings out of these long feathers. Okay? That's pretty cool. Interesting dragon. Maybe needs some feathers on the face too. It looks a little weird. Okay. And I can go crazy coloring this thing, drawing different powers. Maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll draw a horizon line over here that goes behind. And in the background, I'll make it really small so it looks like it's far away. I'm going to make a castle. Wow. Cool. So now this is starting to tell a story. Like, I have a setting, right? There's a castle, and what's over here? Maybe I draw a smaller one. Maybe the birds are coming to the castle. Maybe all the bird dragons are coming over to the castle, right? So keep adding things to your picture. You can add colors, you can add stuff in the background, tell a story with your picture. You can make, what's this look like as a baby dragon? What does this dragon's egg look like? This dragon's egg looks like a regular egg, but it has this texture on it, right? And then when the egg is open, what's the baby look like? If you're making a baby dragon, give them big eyes. Big eyes and a small body. That's how they're going to look like a little baby. Oh, it's so cute. And he's got just these little wings, like a little chicken in 3 little bumps. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Well, hopefully that gives you some ideas on how to draw some dragons. Why don't you, if you want to, send me some pictures of the dragons that you make. I would love to see them. I love when my kids make dragons. So send them those pictures of your dragons on to my email, and maybe we'll put them in an online art gallery. All right? It's not for grading. We're not grading anything yet for the first trimester. Okay? That's our news, is that first trimester, no grading. Second trimester, we will do some grading. Nothing to worry about, not a big deal. And I will let you know what you need to do for that. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Have a great day. And remember, make your art with love. Okay, what does that mean? That means think happy thoughts when you're making your art. Love yourself when you're making your art. Meaning, don't say, oh, this is terrible, I'm so bad at this. No, say kind things like, oh, I'm learning, I'll get it, it's just practice, it's okay. And maybe even enjoy your art. Maybe look at it at the end and go, that's actually pretty cool, I like that. Okay, it's good for you. So take care, love you all, you're awesome, have a good day.